While on patrol, officers received information about a pursuit involving a Jeep connected to retail fraud and aggravated assault. The vehicle had previously rammed Utica police patrol cars multiple times, forcing officers to call off the chase in the area of M53 and 27 Mile Road. When the Jeep later traveled along 32 Mile Road, officers attempted to approach, but the driver suddenly accelerated, swerving into oncoming lanes to overtake vehicles and creating a dangerous situation for numerous motorists. Despite emergency lights and sirens being activated, the driver stubbornly refused to stop. With additional units mobilized, officers deployed spike strips. The vehicle immediately lost control, veered onto the grass, went airborne, and spun several times before finally coming to a halt. A terrifying sight that left witnesses shaken by the extreme danger caused by the reckless driver. The incident came to a close when the driver was identified as Joseph Lee Jackson. He was safely taken into custody and is now facing charges of fleeing, resisting, obstructing, and driving with a suspended license before being turned over to the Utica Police Department for further processing. Brooksville, Florida, January 28, 2024, around 12:17 p.m. Officer J. Peters spotted a gray 2022 Dodge Challenger speeding at 77 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone on State Road 50. When signaled to stop, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled. In an instant, an ordinary roadway turned into the beginning of a chaotic and dangerous pursuit.
1477, 1031, 1031. 1033, 39. Went off the 1338, northbound 41, headed towards Silver. 745, following. Passing Red Bud Lane, coming up towards the truck route now. Passing Red Bud towards the truck route, 125. 7-1, passing Red Bud Lane, 125.
The car sped for more than 11 miles at reckless speeds, swerving lanes and overtaking vehicles as if defying every limit. Police were forced to deploy the pit maneuver, yet the driver stubbornly kept going.
Signal 12 Whiskey. Pit, 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 pit. Signal, we're going back, we're back westbound. Back eastbound, back eastbound, back eastbound. 10-4 eastbound, 50. Who's that ahead of me? Who's that? Passing WPA Road, 136. So we're passing WPA Road at 136 miles per hour.
Eventually, the vehicle lost control at an intersection, crashed into an elevated grassy area, and came to a complete stop.
Signal 4! Signal 4! Signal 4! Signal 4!
Subject signal 4. 10-4. Mazda, you're 1020 just before Spring Lake. Get up.
4-8, good evening, Snow.
10-4, we're highlight.
The driver was identified as 28-year-old Brandon Corey Johnson, who had never held a driver's license, and was accompanied by 3 passengers, including 2 juveniles. Inside the car, officers recovered nearly 20 grams of cocaine, more than 13 grams of marijuana, and a digital scale. Johnson was also wanted on a probation violation. He now faces multiple charges, including fleeing, driving without a license, drug possession, child abuse, and probation violation. His disregard for the law has resulted in a string of serious criminal charges. Orlando, Florida, the morning of June 3rd, 2024. While conducting speed enforcement on Interstate 4, officers observed a dark red sedan racing by at speeds up to 115 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. In an instant, a routine speed check turned into a heart-pounding pursuit.
I-4 westbound 121. Light traffic right now, light traffic, passing 121.
Copy, light traffic, passing the 121. Any ambulance in the area that can be picked up?
System first to 87. We're going to have to 80, but we'll be up to 87 in a little bit.
Copy, passing the 88 with speed.
About 98. Traffic a little bit more moderate, but it's still favorable.
Near mile marker 86, Trooper Donakowski risked a precision intercept to position the violator for Kano to deliver a controlled pit maneuver. The sedan spun, struck a concrete barrier, and rebounded. Remarkably, the driver continued to resist and attempted to ram the patrol vehicle. Officers had to pin and shove the car into another lane, causing an additional impact with the concrete barrier.
I copy to 1020.
About 86.
The suspect was taken into custody at 10:11 a.m., but upon being handcuffed, he began to convulse and nearly lost consciousness. Narcan was administered 4 times to save his life after he admitted to swallowing marijuana and a white powder in an apparent attempt to destroy evidence. The driver was identified as Wilfred Ruiz. Ruiz, who was on probation for a prior aggravated assault, had no United States driver's license and was the subject of multiple outstanding warrants and court failures to appear. A search of the vehicle recovered numerous forged documents, other people's credit cards, quantities of drugs, a gram scale, and many small plastic baggies consistent with distribution. Ruiz is now being held at the Orange County Jail on multiple charges. The scene left witnesses shaken. The reckless actions of one person turned the highway into a battlefield. Broward County, Florida, January 13th, 2025. Trooper Lasso Silva of the Crime Interdiction Unit of the Florida Highway Patrol received a report from the Broward County Sheriff's Office Theft Apprehension Team. A suspect with multiple felony warrants was driving a black Mercedes SUV, plate KY404H, traveling on Sunrise Boulevard from I-95. A high-speed chase immediately erupted through the crowded streets. When Officer Cantelar signaled to stop, the driver did not comply and sped away dangerously. The initial pit maneuver attempt failed. While the vehicle spun, the driver jumped out to let the front seat passenger into the driver's seat and continued to flee. The Mercedes changed direction, heading west on Sunrise Boulevard, becoming increasingly dangerous. Each reckless turn transformed the road into a battlefield.
I'm at tonight. I'm right behind. I'm right in front of you guys. Okay, come. Hey, I got to line it up. Line it up. Line it up. What's up? Let's go right there.
Where are you? 11:19 for 10:31.
Traffic at 14.2 hours.
Westbound on Sunrise, approaching I-95.
Trooper Silva took the lead and executed a second pit maneuver as the vehicle approached I-95. This time the maneuver was precise, causing the SUV to spin, roll onto its side, and come to a complete stop on the grass shoulder.
To the other side, to the other side, pin him to the other side! Be careful, hey, be careful!
Be careful! If there's any additional units in the area of I-95 and Sunrise, there's 1 hour.
Hey, they threw a gun! Gun out the window! Gun out the window!
Three suspects were immediately subdued. Upon on-scene search, officers recovered 3 firearms from the vehicle. The individuals were taken to the hospital for evaluation before being transferred to the Broward County Jail. A daring escape plan ended with the SUV overturned and 3 armed suspects in custody. Escambia County, Florida, April 18th, 2023. While patrolling on I-10, police discovered a white Infiniti with dark-tinted windshield driving recklessly. When signaled to stop, the driver did not comply but accelerated to flee, turning the entire highway into a deadly trap. Within just a few minutes, the vehicle sped up to more than 130 miles per hour, repeatedly making illegal lane changes, an act that disregarded the lives of himself and those around him.
He just passed us.
Just be advised he was single 12 before I let him out. He's roughly 125 miles an hour. Just be advised I'm going to be in the second position. Charging from behind.
We're approaching near the exit 5. He's taking off on exit 5 right now.
The chase extended to exit number 5, where the car lost control and crashed directly into a civilian vehicle.
14 774. He just made a left here, northbound, Pine Forest. Oh, he just signal forward, signal forward.
7 northbound Pine Forest, signal forward.
I'm not sure. Hold on. Yeah, we got traffic flowing on the interstate now.
674.
One passenger in that car had to be hospitalized. Meanwhile, the suspect quickly abandoned the vehicle and ran away. Police and the K9 unit swiftly pursued and successfully subdued the suspect. The suspect was identified as Isaiah Jamal Colley. A search of the car revealed a duffel bag containing one Glock handgun, one AK-style rifle, and 6.6 grams of marijuana. The suspect was taken for medical evaluation before being transferred to Escambia County Jail. He now faces a series of charges including fleeing and eluding police, reckless driving, aggravated battery causing injury, along with possession of weapons and narcotics. Orlando, Florida. On the morning of June 3, 2024, while conducting speed enforcement on I-4, troopers spotted a dark red sedan flying past at 115 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. In an instant, a simple speed check turned into a high-stakes pursuit. The vehicle, bearing Florida tag CF46WF, ignored emergency lights and sirens, weaving recklessly across lanes and nearly colliding with several other cars, a scene that left onlookers breathless. Near mile marker 86, a patrol unit bravely cut in front of the violator, creating an opening for a pit maneuver. The sedan spun out, slammed into a concrete wall, then ricocheted back. Shockingly, the driver remained defiant, even attempting to ram the patrol car. Officers were forced to pin him against the concrete barrier. As soon as the suspect was handcuffed, he began convulsing and nearly lost consciousness. Troopers rushed to save his life, and he later admitted to swallowing marijuana and an unknown white powder in an attempt to destroy evidence. The driver was identified as Wilfred Ruiz, who was already on probation for aggravated assault, had never held a U.S. driver's license, and carried multiple warrants and court no-shows. A search of the vehicle uncovered fake documents, stolen credit cards, narcotics, a digital scale, and numerous baggies. Clear signs of drug trafficking. Ruiz is now being held at Orange County Jail on a litany of charges. His reckless disregard for the law turned the interstate into a battlefield. Nassau County, Florida, February 20th, 2024, 9:27 a.m. While patrolling on State Road 228, Officer Jay Ferris received information from fellow deputies about a blue Chevrolet pickup truck reported stolen in Jacksonville. A license plate reader confirmed the vehicle was heading northbound on US 301. From there, a tense pursuit erupted.
6-0 in the head, still northbound, speed back. I think they're going to try to stick them again up here, so you'll watch yourself. Right front's out, it's smoking. Be everywhere from the tire. Speed slowing, still northbound, 65. Yeah, it's on 48. God, he's a long way down. Hey, just a heads up, I can't see in my left mirror there. They're separated. South of Edwards. Can't see in my left mirror there.
Tires separated. Successful hit again.
Ferris attempted 2 pit maneuvers, but the truck restarted each time and continued northbound, even driving the wrong way in oncoming lanes at speeds over 100 mph. With every passing second, the risk of a deadly tragedy on the highway grew. As the chase neared Callahan, multiple units from the Nassau County Sheriff's Office joined in, successfully deploying spike strips that deflated the 2 right side tires. Approaching the US 301 I-95 interchange, officers executed one final pit maneuver, forcing the truck off the road into the tree line, where it came to a stop.
Hit.
car!
Stay in that fucking head! Show me your head!
Get out of the car!
Passenger! Grab the outside of that door handle! Reach
Open the door now!
Open the fucking door!
The driver and a passenger were immediately taken into custody. A check confirmed the driver never possessed a valid Florida driver's license. He was transported to the Nassau County Jail, facing multiple charges including grand theft auto, fleeing with disregard for safety, and aggravated assault with a motor vehicle on a patrol unit. One stolen truck, one reckless decision, and the price to pay: jail. North Castle, New York, April 2006. A limousine driven by 26-year-old Dane Christian from the Bronx left police stunned as he turned the luxury vehicle into a tool for escape. Fearing being caught driving with a suspended license, he engaged in a series of dangerous maneuvers. On a road in Summers, Christian recklessly passed multiple cars around a blind curve, earning immediate charges for reckless endangerment. Reaching Highway 684, known for its speed traps, he accelerated to 155 miles per hour, weaving left and right, even driving onto the shoulder, leaving behind clouds of dust and smoke from an overheated transmission. When the vehicle could no longer move forward, he reversed, exiting at exit 3 and driving the wrong way onto Route 22. But the unbelievable sequence didn't end there. Christian continued backing down a residential street at nearly 40 miles per hour, ignoring dead-end signs, and only stopped when he crashed into a tree. Police quickly apprehended him. The $93,000 limousine sustained severe damage. The suspect now faces multiple charges. It was a chase that both officers and witnesses will find hard to forget. Escambia County, Florida, on August 20th, 2024, at 4:03 p.m. Authorities received a report of a yellow Chevrolet Malibu speeding out of Alabama into Florida after fleeing from state troopers. At mile marker 7 on I-10, deputies attempted to block the vehicle and activated emergency lights and sirens.
Yeah, I'm behind it. Remember, King, Zulu. Alright, dude, I'll go back.
34, you're on the line here.
accident. No, we're not. Watch that deputy.
The driver immediately hit the gas and fled. The Malibu accelerated to over 120 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone, each reckless maneuver endangering every motorist on the road. Near mile marker 11, traveling at 115 miles per hour, deputies were forced to deploy a pit maneuver. The impact sent the car spinning across multiple lanes before slamming into a steel guardrail and coming to a stop. Officers quickly secured the scene and took the driver into custody.
With me. We're gonna left. Coming up on 1-2. Hit. Copy pit. Was it successful?
It's successful.
Oh, you're a dumbass. It's not going to. You're just going to jail for a long time.
It's okay.
Yeah, you'll love it there.
I know. Pretty proud of myself. That was the most fun I've ever fucking had. Ever, I swear to God. Man. GTA shit for real, like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm finna crash out, y'all. This is my crashing out. I'm crashing the fuck out.
The suspect was identified as Angelina Marie Stillwell, who had never held a valid driver's license. She now faces charges of fleeing at high speed and driving without a license. A frantic escape did nothing to ensure her freedom. It only turned the interstate into a stage for recklessness and ended in the hands of the law. Palm Beach County, Florida, October 13th, 2023, 1:49 a.m. The Florida Highway Patrol received a report from the Lake Worth Communications Center about a stolen white Toyota Prius heading north on I-95 into Palm Beach County. The suspect kept accelerating, forcing officers to perform 2 additional pit maneuvers consecutively. Finally, the Prius was completely disabled and came to a stop in the middle of the road. Police quickly approached and safely restrained the suspect, ending the tense chase.
Vehicles there before. Go 46 traffic until you get over. 10-4 station 46 traffic, go 216 hours.
The suspect now faces multiple serious charges, including fleeing from police with lights and sirens activated, reckless driving, grand theft of a motor vehicle, and resisting arrest without violence. Edmond, Oklahoma. A routine traffic stop quickly spiraled into a heart-pounding chase. When officers activated their emergency lights and sirens, the driver ignored the command and sped off. In seconds, the car tore through city streets, weaving recklessly and nearly striking other vehicles. Each turn became a razor-thin line between safety and catastrophe. The pursuit came to an end when the suspect lost control, veered off the road and flipped over. Troopers swiftly moved in, safely restraining the driver and pulling him from the vehicle. The suspect now faces multiple serious charges, including fleeing, failure to comply with a lawful stop, and reckless driving that endangered others on the road. It was the price of disregarding both the law and human life. Columbus, Georgia, September 5th, 2022. While patrolling on Torch Hill Road, officers spotted a black and white Ford Crown Victoria with Georgia tag Run 3840, tinted windows, and signs of street racing with another vehicle. When police turned around and closed in, the car immediately accelerated to flee. In an instant, an ordinary roadway became the start of a chaotic and dangerous pursuit. The vehicle soon lost control, spinning multiple times. Seizing the chance, officers attempted a pit maneuver, but Brown pressed harder on the gas, stubbornly pushing forward in a desperate attempt to escape.
Going south on Victory. Get it, 9.6 started.
The suspect was taken into custody at the scene and identified as Camonte Brown, born October 26, 1996. During transport, officers noticed a strong odor of marijuana on Brown. He was taken to Midtown Medical for sampling and evaluation before being booked into the Muskogee County Jail. Brown now faces a list of serious charges, including fleeing and attempting to elude, reckless driving, endangering the community, and driving under the influence of drugs. Palm Beach County, Florida, July 28, 2024, late afternoon on I-95 near Woolbright Road. The driver of the gray Mazda was not a reckless man, but a woman, Agatha Jeanette Dorsett. And then that unexpected action opened a scenario no one anticipated.
Vehicle description. Just confirming of the gray Mazda.
The car bounced on the uneven road surface, then lost control, spun sideways, and came to a stop with its side pressed against the wall. Police quickly approached and secured the suspect safely. When questioned, Dorsett stated she fled because she was on probation and her license had been suspended.
Traffic and weather. Any additional units in the area, Dynamic Atlantic Avenue should be 51 reference. 43351 Gateway. 1776 51 Hollywood Road. 1851 as well. 354, that's gas, not 3 units, are about to take a 97 here. I think I caught him saying that the suspect had signal. Stand for sir, vehicle moving forward on the left shoulder, stop on North Atlantic Avenue, female subject, tag attached, not assigned. Alright,
Now she faces a series of charges: fleeing with police lights and sirens activated, reckless driving, obstructing an officer without violence, careless driving, attaching a tag not assigned, operating an unregistered vehicle, and driving with a suspended license. A moment of choosing speed over reason ended not with freedom, but with the door of a jail cell. Talbot County, Georgia, January the 16th, 2021. During a routine traffic check on GA 96, police signaled a black Hyundai Elantra with Georgia license plate RTA 6378 to pull over. At first, the vehicle appeared to comply, but suddenly the driver hit the gas and fled. From that moment, a breathless pursuit erupted. The car swerved rapidly across multiple lanes. Officers were forced to deploy a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin, but it continued to flee. With every passing second, the risk of tragedy on GA 96 grew higher. At mile marker 3, police executed a second pit maneuver, forcing the car off the roadway and finally bringing it to a stop, ending the dangerous chase. The suspect was quickly apprehended and identified as Bethany Dowdle, born in 2000. During interrogation, she admitted fleeing because she had no driver's license, no insurance, and had used marijuana just 30 minutes before being stopped.
Say it again, man. Say it again. Say it again.
Hello, copy, no, sir.
I got it. 236. Show me your hand! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Dowdle was taken to the Talbot County Jail, facing charges of fleeing to elude police, reckless driving, driving without a license, and operating a vehicle under the influence of drugs. A minor violation might have only led to a citation, but Dowdle turned it into a nightmare night. Albany, Georgia. Police spotted a vehicle speeding and signaled for it to stop, but the driver suddenly accelerated and fled. In just moments, the situation escalated into a tense pursuit. The car sped through multiple roads, changing lanes recklessly and nearly colliding with oncoming traffic. It was a terrifying sight for anyone watching. One split second of error could have led to tragedy.
One side of the road, he came straight at me. There were probably, there's 3 units in front of me. I'm going over 100 miles an hour right now.
Okay, where are you at exactly? What road are you in? Which direction are you heading?
Harbor Road coming into, we're in starting Magnolia, come up to Magnolia. Major, we're coming up to Slappy. Pass the ball right now. I think GSP's going to try it again. 12, we're still going towards Slappy. Okay, Major, we're about 30 seconds from Slappy. I'll let you know which way he goes. Okay, he just went through the Harvey's parking lot. He is in the Harvey's parking lot, 1012. He's northbound. Major, over try. Hold on. 1012. Okay, GSP.
Stand for.
10-4, 30 slap.
4.
301 Communications, can you advise everybody but anybody that's pit certified to back off so we can get up here and work on him? We got 3 units trying to pit him, we've got all these other people in our way.
Notify Lee County, we're Slappy northbound. Notify Lee County. We're at Whispering Pine and Slappy right now. Whispering Pine and Slappy.
As the situation spiraled out of control, officers were forced to use a pit maneuver to subdue the suspect. The vehicle lost control, spun around, and finally came to a stop.
GSP, looks like he's going to do it again. Yep, they got it.
The suspect was taken into custody and now faces a series of serious charges, including failure to obey a lawful stop order, fleeing police, and reckless driving that endangered public safety. These actions not only represent severe violations of the law, but also pushed him deeper into serious legal consequences. Hillsborough County, Florida, June 3rd, 2024. A drunk driver turned Interstate 4 into a deadly racetrack, pushing speeds of over 100 miles per hour. Troopers initially spotted a gray sedan swerving erratically, at times hugging the emergency lane, then veering into heavy traffic. It seemed the driver was about to stop at a red light, but instead he suddenly floored the gas, launching into a reckless escape.
31, possible signal 1, take it off.
Pushing beyond all limits, the sedan weaved past multiple vehicles, at one point nearly causing a crash while cutting off another car. Radar clock speeds consistently over 120 mph. Just a split-second lapse could have triggered a tragedy in the middle of the interstate.
California, Cayman, Light traffic.
Troopers were forced to deploy a pit maneuver, sending the sedan crashing out of control. The driver was subdued at the scene. Reeking of alcohol, he admitted he had been drinking and complained he couldn't breathe after the impact.
Singapore. Just crashed into a vehicle. I'm on Bay Shore. Singapore. Stay in the car. Stay in the fucking car. Let me see your fucking hands. Stay in the fucking car. You hurt? No. Okay. Anybody else in the car with you? Anybody else in the car with you? Okay, stay in the fucking car.
The suspect now faces multiple serious charges, including DUI, fleeing and eluding law enforcement, reckless endangerment of public safety, and involvement in a highway crash. Lee County, Florida, on May 2nd, 2025. A routine traffic stop quickly escalated into a high-intensity pursuit when the driver stubbornly ignored officers' commands. The chase only ended when the lead officer executed a pit maneuver, spinning the vehicle sideways and bringing it to a stop in the middle of the road. Officers immediately restrained the suspect. Fortunately, no injuries were reported.
Get out of the car! Show me your hands! Put your hands up! Turn around!
The suspect was taken into custody and now faces multiple charges. A reckless decision to flee does not buy freedom. It only shortens the road to a jail cell. Georgia, May 31st, 2022, 7:52 a.m. While on patrol, officers spotted a blue Honda without a license plate. When ordered to stop, the driver, later identified as Lenny Davis Brown, refused to comply and instead accelerated at high speed. Setting off a dangerous chase along I-20, Brown pushed the Honda past 100 miles per hour. weaving through traffic, cutting across lanes, and even speeding along the grassy shoulder and emergency lane. Several times he nearly collided with a pickup hauling a trailer and tractor trailers, putting countless motorists in serious danger. Near mile marker 18, officers found a safe opening and executed a pit maneuver. The vehicle spun out, veered off the roadway, and came to a stop on the right shoulder. Just when it seemed the pursuit was over, Brown jumped out and fled on foot. 2 K-9 units and officers immediately began tracking, but initially found no sign of him. Shortly after, in Temple, officers located the suspect hiding near a gas station and took him into custody near a McDonald's, officially ending the chase. Lenny Davis Brown now faces multiple charges, including fleeing to elude, reckless driving, operating an unregistered vehicle, and resisting arrest. Georgia, October 2nd, 2022, around 12:32 a.m. A white Toyota Corolla was spotted by police traveling 98 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. The driver refused to stop and sped down I-75 at speeds reaching 110 miles per hour, marking the start of a multi-county pursuit. When a gap opened on the roadway, officers executed a pit maneuver. The precise impact spun the car sideways, sending it into a guardrail before it slid off the road and into the woods along I-75. But the suspect refused to give up. He jumped out of the vehicle and ran into the forest. A clever escape, or so he thought. Thanks to a K-9 unit and multiple support teams surrounding the area, just minutes later, the suspect was caught hiding behind the porch of a house. Inside the abandoned backpack, police found a firearm and several bags of marijuana packaged for distribution. The suspect was identified as 23-year-old Brandon Rozier of Columbus, Georgia, who had multiple felony warrants. Records from Muskogee and Mitchell County showed he was wanted for armed robbery, probation violation, possession of a firearm by a felon, kidnapping, and conspiracy to commit a crime. After his arrest, he was transported to the Lowndes County Jail for processing. Gwinnett County, Georgia. On the evening of March 3, 2022, while patrolling northbound on I-85 near mile marker 92, Officer D. Thomas spotted a silver Porsche Cayman speeding and swerving erratically. When signaled to stop, the driver ignored the command and hit the gas, a reckless decision that turned the highway into a chaotic and dangerous scene.
1080. going northbound, coming up to exit 96. He's an HOV. Exit 96, North Crest Road, 96. Still northbound, number 1 lane. Clear, northbound, number 1 lane.
The car sped past mile marker 96 at over 119 miles per hour, weaving constantly and even driving onto the right shoulder. Near mile marker 99, the suspect lost control, crashing into a tow truck carrying a pickup and becoming trapped underneath. Fortunately, no one was injured, though the consequences nearly became a tragedy.
It's like a 1050, real bad 1050. 1050. Go ahead and start at 52 to 51 as well.
They're going to be front porch in the car.
You stupid. Hey, show me your hands. Both of them. Don't fucking move.
Hit somebody and it's him?
Oh, you. That's you got. He's like 558, Mariana. Go ahead and start skirt. He's struck his front. What is it? Are you okay? What? Get out! Get out! I don't care if you fall. Get out! Lay down. Lay down. Get out. Lay down. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Get up! Get up! Get up! Yeah, I'm good. You alright? Alright, let's stay here. Put your feet, knees to your feet. Up, up, up. Watch my car. You got anything on you? No. Where's your license? License, I need to know. How much have you drink? Hey, stand right here. Watch him.
The suspect was identified as Victor Allen Smith, who appeared drowsy, with red eyes and slurred speech, suspected of being under the influence. After medical evaluation, Smith was transferred to Gwinnett County Jail. He now faces multiple serious charges, including driving under the influence, fleeing recklessly endangering others, causing a serious accident, along with numerous traffic violations. One decision to disregard the law put Smith in legal jeopardy and endangered the lives of many innocent people. These videos are not meant to glorify danger, but to serve as reminders of the value of safety, responsibility, and humanity. Whether as drivers, pedestrians, or simply bystanders, each of us can contribute to keeping the streets peaceful. True safety only comes when everyone respects the law and places human life above all else.